The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Illini kicker, Chase McLaughlin, to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
He takes us from the 30 to the 34.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on 4th and 2.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. after the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 42. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Oh, and now some space to operate. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 12-yard line.
56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Mayfield to throw it. Flush to his right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Chubb. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Hunt.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Kareem Hunt
taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball come
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, don't fumble the football.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. He's got Ayuk once again. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Mostert, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down, and the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be taken in by Felton. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards the pick up there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Being chased out left. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 42 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change their mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Running the counter with Mostert. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Going deep for Benjamin. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Travis Benjamin, 33 yards.
yards. And the Niners answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Gould able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he's got some space here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
One more time with Mostert.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Raheem Mostert able to take it in from a yard out. And the 49ers on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Gould with the extra point. They will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Connects with Peoples-Jones.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Second and 10.
Here we go. Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey. You got three. Three down. Mike 51. Don't get nervous.
Now a give to Mostert running right. And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled inbounds.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Short gain, last two plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Lance.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. This a long one from 54. It looks good, and it is good. From 54 yards away, he bangs it through. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 40